So students, you can expect a question like this. There are two parallel lines, you can see, right? Two parallel lines. I've drawn the two parallel lines and then they are cut by a transversal T. Yeah, we have studied the properties of parallel lines, isn't it? See, and then you can expect questions like say one angle is given here, 80 degrees is one angle, 80 degrees is one angle here, you can see. And then the other angles are marked, the variables are marked, okay, the angles are unmarked, only A, B, C. So you have to find the measure of the angles. Only one angle is given, you got to find the other angles. So if you look carefully, A and 80 degrees form a linear pair, isn't it? A and 80 form a linear pair, that is A plus 80 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Why? Because they form a linear pair. Yes. So what is linear pair? That is when you have two angles which are on a straight line. So they form a linear pair. A and 80 degrees form a linear pair. So A plus 80 will be equal to 180. Okay. So we'll solve. So A will be 180 minus 80, which will be 100 degrees. So A will be 100 degrees. Okay. Now you can apply the same thing, like A and B in turn form a linear pair, you can see, or you can directly look at B and 80, vertically opposite angles, isn't it? VOA. So B is equal to, how is B related to that 80 degrees, given 80 degrees? Because of VOA, vertically opposite angles. I told you don't need to write the entire the phrase VO, we can just write VOA. It's an accepted acronym in maths, abbreviation in maths, vertically opposite angles. Okay, so B is equal to 80. So whenever I told you, whenever there's a X formation here, so when you can see this angle will be equal to this angle and this angle will be equal to this angle. So you know it. Okay, now how are C and 80 degrees related? If you look at C, you can talk of C in two ways. One is B and C form interior alternate angles, Z formation, isn't it? I think I have mentioned this many times. So B and C, B will be equal to C, B will be equal to because of interior alternate angles, Z formation. So interior alternate angles. So therefore C will be equal to B, and we know that B is 80 degrees. That is one way of looking at it. If I ask you how is this 80 and this C related, C is equal to 80 because of corresponding angles, because both are above the line. C is above the line, 80 degrees is also above this line, and both are on the right hand side. So corresponding we say. Okay, so they occupy the same position. So C is equal to 80 because of corresponding, or you can say C is equal to B and then it is equal to 80 because of interior alternate angles. Okay, so you should know the properties of parallel lines and you will be able to solve the you will be able to compute the missing angles.